West and they were so abusive. I hope never to darken the door again. And I trust others will do likewise. NatWest is a failing institution and deserves to collapse. Absolutely.
Professor, I made a video talking about the police just literally filming everyone all the time, and the fact that when the law itself is there for the sake of the law, and it's almost like something that is there when you need to use it, almost kind of like looking around for an implement, you know, is there a spoon anywhere, or is there, you know, a fork anywhere, or do you have like a pin I could use to put to the side of my phone and get the SIM card out? Oh, there's someone robbing a bank, I need to use the law. Stop you, you know, you're under arrest, you know, whatever. Well, the law is there to use for us. It come to a point where it's almost like it's the law is there for the police. Like, oh, this is our job. We you know, like, you know, we don't touch the law. The police, you know, the police use the law. We don't use the law. It's almost like the law is only there for us to obey, not use. And that actually is got right to the core of what I mean. That the law is not only there to obey, but the law is actually there to use. But where we aren't allowed to use it now, since the invention of the police, we would obey the law, but also use it to make it sure to comply with it. Now, only the police have the privilege, apparently, of using it when we actually legally do, but they try to pretend that we don't. And we aren't trusted to use the law. And if the law is not there for us to use, then it's not there for us, is it? It isn't there for us if it isn't there. If there's a tool, if there are tools around, you use them. This is like Keir Starmer, you know, his dad was meant to be a tool maker, but, you know, tool making them for who? The police now seem to be there to enforce the law for the people who make the law, not for the public. Yet they claim all the time, oh, we need to keep people safe, safety, we're concerned about safety. With the police, their main spiel, their main promo, their main sales pitch is, oh, safe. I mean, I just had Russell Brand climbing up a cliff face on National Geographic. I was saying, like, they're turning us into these kind of like, you know, sponge people where, you know, everything's dangerous. You know, even breathing's dangerous now. You've got to wear a COVID mask. You know, of all the human evolution, Professor, we're not trusted with a spatula anymore by the police. So we got to have training to use that spatula. You know, they regard us as some sort of chihuahuas, or, you know, we aren't fit for purpose anymore. People aren't fit for purpose, Professor. We aren't healthy. We aren't fit. We can't be trusted to use the law. We can't be trusted to drive a vehicle. We can't be trusted to, you know, cross the road anymore by the police. Everything's dangerous. Oh, you know, that robbing on the fence is dangerous. You know, there's viruses around. It's dangerous. Stay in your house. The police actually don't believe that humans are fit for purpose anymore. Now, this video you've made is about banks and checks and currency. But what I'm saying is, Professor, that the way they're going, they either want us fingerprinting, you know, they want us to scan, you know, laser in your eyeball, or fingerprint, or have a microchip in your finger. If they get rid of currency, right, Professor, so, you know, you've got either a chip in your thumb, or you've got a fingerprint scan, or swipe your hand over. But the thing is, Professor, right, what is that? It is to identify who you are and record some sort of credit. Why do you need to have credit recorded on, you know, you? Almost like, you know, tattooed on you or something. at the end of the day, is that if there is a number on the beast, Professor, the number of the beast, how much number does the beast have? Then are we not beasts? If we are humans, Professor, if we are people, then would your skills or talents be your value? Like, you're a professor, you're an academic, Keir Starmer's father was a toolmaker. Therefore, the skills that you have, if you can, do computer graphics or make music or write plays or sweep the pavement or run marathons or whatever it is you're good at, that skill itself then, therefore, is your value. And if you can do that, then you can do it. And if you can't, you can't. And you don't really need a number of the beast on you. You can do it or you can. And if you can, if you can knock out poems or make widgets or whatever it is, then when you are doing that, that's your value. I mean, you might as well go into the bank and reel out poetry and say, I'll pay with it with my poetry. It's valuable poetry. This is it. But what they want to do, Professor, I think with the whole microchip thing, is it's you're not scanning the product anymore, Professor. You're not scanning the product, Professor, anymore. Right? You're not scanning, you're not picking up a can of beans, Professor, and the beans has value, Professor. These beans are 68p, or these beans are 52p. The numbers on the beans, Professor. I'll scan the beans. Beep, 52p, add it on. No, Professor. They want to scan us, Professor. They want to scan us. Not how much is the tin of beans worth, Professor. How much are you worth, Professor? Beep! But the professor is, number of the professor. It's, 569. What's pi? This is a pi. Number of the professor. Are you Professor 684629B7? Are you Professor 50689B9? Oh, it's Sir Wormsby, Professor Sir Wormsby now. It's Colonel Professor Sir Wormsby to you. This is it, Professor, with all due respect. They want to turn us into the product, Professor. This Android C3PO unit can speak 17 languages and it's solid gold plated. Therefore, it's very useful to, Jeff Bezos's widget factory because it can, instruct all the other robots to work, in 100 different languages of what their binary code is or their special Google code. It's all wrong, Professor. It's completely wrong. And I agree with Robert F. K. Jr. and Tucker Carlson. I also agree with Russell Brand, Marianne Williamson, although I think she's more she's more frightened of what they're doing with the health side of it to us. Meanwhile, we still continue to, crank up diabetes and cancer. We're doing a good enough job of it ourselves with all the crap products they're selling us, and sperm counts dropping through the floor. So, it's, Professor, they like tools. They like tools to fulfill functions in factories. And they like people to buy products. But now they're wanting to make sure the right people are buying the right products. And they want to advertise the products to us directly, individually tailored products. Sir. Now it's like, if they can't harass us enough to pay up, bombard us with influencer, the next product they want us to have actually is this perfectly designed central control system, which is perfectly designed to get you to comply with commands. Now you will accept the submit, consent, accept these adverts, follow these adverts, buy what these adverts are saying. Consent to being scanned. Let's see what's on your phone. I contacted Google. All I asked is to this Google staff is at the end of the conversation, make some friendly conversation. Are you working from, San Bruno headquarters? Oh, I can't tell you that. Well, what's your full name? Oh, I can't tell you that. Well, who am I speaking to? I can't tell you that. Well, what can you tell me? These Google platforms, these Amazon places, they want us to know nothing about them, but they command and force us to consent and submit that they know everything about us. And then I try to look at my photos today. It turns out my photos is run by a Google app. And then it's popping up Google ads when I'm using the app, which I've had on my phone for ages. I don't know why it started doing that. Professor, these people, the ironic thing with Bezos is he's got this like Professor X, the X-Men pun on his app, Amazon X. It tells you everything. It tells you all the information. X tells you all the information about the songs, who produced it, who wrote it, here's the lyrics, everything. Bezos likes data, numbers, facts. He can do things with that. Jeff Bezos, greener than a cucumber. Give me the data. Give me the data. Information, sir. Information is 56703 degrees longitude and latitude. Jeff Bezos, data. How much fuel do I need to leave the planet? What's the trajectory of the fight? Well, how thick is this metal? Is it 3.729 millimeter? With a fraction. Where's the architecture of my building? 655 degree apex of the 72 longitude and 5.7 grams of fucking concrete. Data. X. Jeff Bezos, X. Data. Mark Zuckerberg, data. Data. All right, then. I'm giving you. Jeff Bezos is giving us data. Look, tells me about the song, who wrote it, when it was produced. Look at this neat Amazon app. Well, then, okay, then I'll contact support. Hello, support. How are you doing? Oh, we're okay, thank you. How can I help you, sir? Well, where are you based from? Oh, I can't tell you that. Well, what's your name? Oh, can't tell you that. Well, I've got a complaint. Oh, have you? Data. Give me data. Oh, we can't give you any data about us. No. So, well, there's the song data. Speak to our hand because I face it listening. No, you don't want to know any data about us. Nothing to see here. Well, where's headquarters? How many staff are working there? Freedom of information. Oh, it's dangerous. You can't know that information. You can't know the names of the staff. You can't know where we're working from. You might want to come and blow the building up. Well, the government sure as hell weren't that concerned about people blowing. You'd have thought it was Guy Fawkes. Oh, look, there's a new act that Tony Blair has just passed, a freedom of information. Contact any government department and get any information. So, where are you buying your, it's the NHS. Where are you buying your, disabled bathing units from? Where are you buying your plasters from? Where are you buying your meds from? Data. Where's Theresa May buying the sherry from in the sherry cabinet? Tell me data. Government data. It's okay. Tony Blair's passed it, so all the companies that are owned by Vanguard now have completely scanned the government, infiltrated it, and know everything about it. Full metadata on every department of British government. Oh, I thought Bill Gates might be able to do something useful like that when he's taking over the government and the world. This is it. Well, how about a new Act of Freedom of Information on Google? Companies House. Hey, just a minute. Isn't Companies House, Professor, a department of the government? And isn't every registered licensed company licensed and registered with Companies House? Therefore, isn't every company Companies House? Just like every driving license is the DVLA's. It's not. They can revoke it when they want. It's like a 50 pence piece. You can borrow it, you can have it, you can hold it, but, you can't, it's not yours. This is the thing with the money, it's not ours. You can't, this is not my £50, no, it's illegal to destroy it, therefore it can't be mine, it's the government's. Isn't every company's house? They've got a certificate license to be company only under the government. So therefore, isn't freedom of information valid with Google, Amazon? Don't they have to tell us these things? Where are you working from? How many staff have you got? If it's dangerous for us to know that, then why did Tony Blair enact the Freedom of Information Act? So we can find out loads of information about the government. It seems ridiculous, doesn't it, now? Oh, it's Google. We can't tell you that. You might be hackers. Well, hack my government. We don't mind. Hey, it's Tony Blair. He's waltzing Matilda. He's got a, it's David Dickinson, a Brucey Bonus, He's got a, it's the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner with a dead bird around his neck. It's Tony Blair. These things are all around us. What, Tony? Information, data? Well, they're all around everyone who gleaned it all. What's the word? Harvested. These things are all around us. I'm Tony Blair. These things are all around us. Data. Yes, Tony. All the data that everyone harvested from the government after you made the Freedom of Information Act's all around us. But none of the data about the companies is around us, is it, Tony? Because they won't give it over. But, Bezos wants to be Professor X. I've dated. I've got information for you. Lots of information, Oh, great, Jeff. That's brilliant. So where are your staff working from? Oh, can't tell you that. It's googly. Hello, googly. Can you give me some data? No, we can't tell you anything. Look, it's TuneCore in I know where that was. It's TuneCore in New York, There they are on Pearl Street. Yes, can you tell me a little bit more about your staff? What's your last name, can't tell you that, company policy. Seems they're very selective about data, but with us, we're not. It would be useful in all this consent, accept, submit, if the government started to make some laws and rules for companies. Accept, submit the law. You cannot murder anyone. You cannot rob. You cannot steal. Accept, submit, accept. But then again, then you get, then they're taking the government to court. We don't accept, we don't submit. We're taking you to a special court for special people because, you're going to affect our potential future profits. Yes, but you affected our possible potential future health with your products that you own them all. You own all these products and you strategically bought them all out and you're continuing to supply them and you know what the health effects are. So to me, that's planned. So you clearly are continuing to advertise and attempt to coerce people to continue to use these products. Like, core sod ill. The core of you is ill, you sod. The sodding core of you is ill now because, and what is this core sod ill? Well, it's an antibacterial toothpaste that destroys your gut bacteria conveniently if you swallow any of it. Oh, that'll be good then for my gut microbiome. This is it, Professor. They're turning us into, they don't want humans because humans argue, humans have an opinion, humans have their own style and taste, not the style and taste that the companies are designing. They design the styles, they design the tastes. They were going to buy everyone's houses and then mysteriously people's houses disappear and change or vanish, like in Dark City. With O'Brien, who the strangers are coming in the night and the city's changing, things are moving. I thought there was a quaint doctors down the road, but now it's changed shape and size and someone's had an extension onto it. I never saw planning permission outside there. Now our ancient site's got a housing estate on the top of it, there were some beautiful trees across the road and an old cottage row and now someone's built something in front of it, The strangers are coming like Dark City. Professor, it's getting like Dark City, like the film with the strangers, because all these people are strangers. We don't know who is working at Google anymore, Professor. They don't want to disclose that. We don't know who's working at Amazon. They don't want to tell us. They've become strangers, and they're moving and shaping our world while we sleep. And they didn't used to be strangers. You know, when you went into the bank, like you're saying, there was a human there, a person, a friendly human. It actually made you feel human. But these humans are disappearing, vanishing from the supermarkets. Now it's just a scan checkout. Blip, blip, blip. Am I scanning the checkout, or is this checkout scanning me? Because it's got cameras, it's filming me, it's scanning me. Then there's a police coming round like with a porn director with a camera. You have the right to remain silent, but you don't have the right to. Well, what if I want to stop emitting light? You know, you have the right to stop emitting light. Any light you admit, though, can and will be used against you in a court of law. You know, switch off the sun, Professor. Switch the sun off. Turn off the sun. You know, it's like Icarus on Die Another Day. Turn the sun off. The sun, you have the right to remain illuminated. But if you cease to remain illuminated, you know, anything that you illuminate can and will be seen and recorded by a police pimp with a camera. If it ain't enough for him to have one on his shirt, you know. Turn the lights off in the town, you know. It'd be all right when at night time there's a pimp police guy with his camera, and it would be all right like George Galloway, like the electricity goes off on George Galloway, you know. Like as the electricity is going off on George Galloway's building, it's like, you know, doo. Be all right like someone like turn the electricity off in London, doo. You know, oh, I can't see. You know, we can't see. No, he's got infrared camera now. The pimp police with his infrared camera. You know, just like a CD porn video in infrared. I can see in the dark. It's the pimp police with his infrared camera spying on people in the dark. You know, breaking into houses in the middle of the night. No one move, you know. I'm getting some action here. I'm filming some action, you know. Pimp porn star, pimp police porn studios, you know. I'm filming this. You know, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to stop reflecting light off your body, you know. I wonder if you could get like a suit. Well, you can do, because you can actually have. Well, actually, the video that in question that I'm talking about, he makes him take his helmet off. You know, I've just remembered the video that I want to make now. So, yeah, he's got a helmet on like on a moped, but at the end of it, he makes him take his helmet off. Like, you know, you have the right to remain silent, but you don't have the right to leave your helmet on. You know, but this police officer's getting him to, you know. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Take your helmet off. Simon says, police chief says now, touch your knees. Police chief says now, turn around 3 times. Like on Police Academy, you know, in the prison cells. Like, you know, Simon says, 2 steps to the left. Police officer says, take your helmet off. Police officer says, drop your pants, get your penis out, you know. Police officer says, but it's making me think, basically what I was going to do is they've got Murder in Successville when they go into that CD club where they've got those guys dancing, you know, like in infrared, and then they've got that Mary woman, and she's like, you know, touch your toes, with the police guy, that's it, touch your toes, that's basically what the police do. Now take your moped helmet off, you know, now, you know, drop down and give me 50, now, you know, like, hop on the left leg, hop on the right leg, you know, this is it, this R2 unit's not responding, you know, this is a malfunction, you know, hop on your left leg, hop on your right leg, hop on your left leg, hop on your right leg, there's something wrong with this R2 unit, it's short-circuited, you know, Johnny 5 is alive, you know, this is it, we are being transformed into products. But then if you go back to Domesday, when they were surveying, you know, all the farms and so forth, you and then devaluing it, dropping the value down, surveying us as if we're all like, stock, surveying the stock. It's a Domesday book. Here is William the Conqueror surveying his stock of people. 559 shoemakers, 600 butchers, 15 toolmakers, a lot of serfs, 5 barons, 4 kings, we have to get rid of those, with off with their heads, Professor, we are being assimilated into product, unfortunately, not individuals. To these oligarchs, humans with independent opinions, even Elon Musk has said, only the wise should make decisions, number of the beast, again, and what I think is this: why do you need to scan your hand when you can speak? Who are you? I am so-and-so, this is it. Oh, we'll have to check, that's why I've got a mouth and a voice, we'll have to scan your eyeballs or scan your facial recognition. You don't need to. Why do you need to do that? Just ask me. I've got a mouth, I can speak. No, mouths are old hat. We can't trust you to tell who you are. We can't trust you to, tell us what your credit score is. Well, what's my number? I thought the beans have a number on them, not me. It has to match the number. If you've got the right number, it's like the lottery. If you've got the beans are 53, if you've got number 53, you can have them. The lottery draw. Well, I'm a professor. I do poetry. Can I pay for it with poetry? I'll do you some poems. I might as well go up to the fucking electronic cash out, and go, I'll sing you a song for some beans. Give me some beans, Jeff, give me some beans. Jeff, give me some beans. I'll sing you a song if you give me some beans. I'll sing tonight and I'll sing today if Jeff Bezos takes his eyeball scanner away. Sing, sing, sing for Jeff. Sing for Jeff. And give him the check. If he doesn't give me beans, then I'll sing all night. If he doesn't give me beans, I'll have a fight. Sing, sing, sing for Jeff. Jeff's Amazon is a mate heft, and I'll go to the shops and I'll pick up some pork. I'll sing for my food if I'm not a dork. Sing, sing for Jeff a night and day. Sing for Jeff so you don't have to pay. And I've got some singing skills that he could do with, like, where's my candles so I can turn the lights on so I can see for Jeff. Oh, look, it's a police officer. He's coming to remove me from the building. Oh, I'm filming. He's filming me. I'm filming you. You have the right to remain silent. But anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Yes, but I'm paying with these songs. It's my skill. It's my value. No, it's annoying all the customers. Well, you have the right to remain silent. Yes, but I'm paying with my song. No, you can be silent or turn the lights off. Turn the lights off. Quick, call the manager. I have the right to remain in the dark. I have the right to not reflect the light from me. Where's my Ziploc bag, my static-proof phone bag? Zip me in a bag and take me to the funeral directors. This is it. Oh, the police are filming me. I'm paying. No, you haven't paid. Film him. It's a pimp police porn star. Film him. This is it. I don't want you to film my singing. This song it's to pay for the beans. If you film it, have you got license to film me, police officer? The police are stealing my material from me. They're filming my songs. This is for Jeff to pay for the beans. But yet the police here are filming it and they're going to be using it in court. I don't give you permission to use my songs in court, in legal proceedings. Well, we've got copyright. We've got copyright. We can use any material you want in court cases. Oh, can you really? This is it, someone needs to get these police chief officers and, sort them out. They should be in Leeds town centre. Why don't we move the police chief's desk into the main street in Leeds? Why doesn't the police chief, why don't we move his desk into the centre of Leeds on the main street? I am the chief police officer. This is my desk here. And all crimes on the street, I will hereby witness them firsthand. And if any, balaclava gentlemen break into the jewellery store, then I'll give them a piece of my mind. I'll take them on myself. Stand back, everyone. This is dangerous. There's 15 balaclava armed men just pulled up in a 4x4 and they're breaking into the jewellery store. Stand back, public. Here is Super Chief. I'm superintendent. I'll take them all on myself. Don't you attempt it. It's dangerous. I'll do it with my bare truncheon, my bare hands. I'll take them all on. Rah! Like a lion, or rip the heads off. I'll bite you. No. Stand back, public. I need no assistance. This law is not for you. It's not for you. It's for me. I use the law. This is it. This is the problem, Professor. These were being rendered, transformed into amoebas. We're being transformed into useless creatures. We have no use. If we're not making money for the elite or consuming their products, we're not useful. Because if we're, having a political opinion on how things should be run, it's no use to them. They want us to, they don't actually want us to buy their products now for profit. They've got more money than God. They need us to use their products to keep us distracted, preoccupied, disabled, handicapped, incapacitated, because they don't even trust us with information. We don't even trust us to know where they're speaking to us from or what their name is or anything. On Google. We might be hackers. Ooh, dangerous. Yet, the entire government was hacked. It's Google. We're sending freedom of information requests into the government all day. Tell us this, tell us that. Just a minute, you can't do that. You're compromising our government. Well, I know we've already compromised it because we are the government. We've infiltrated it with our reps. They work for us now, not the electors,